This is Morten from INKISH TV, third and last day of Label Expo here in Chicago. And actually I just ran into a really nice guy that I met, I think it's like 3-4 years ago,
It's been quite a while, yeah.
And you're still with Xeikon, right?
I'm still with Xeikon and just, you know, doing what I love here, so yeah.
And I can't help, you know, I think actually when I was visiting your demo center in Chicago, you talked about the UV, but it wasn't in your demo center at the time. So here we are.
Yeah.
I know it's been on the market for some time now, but there's been a COVID, so we haven't catch up with each other.
Yeah, we've had the UV for about 5 or 6 years now, and we're already on our second generation of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just a little bit curious because can you just before you promised me a walkthrough, right?
I will give you that, yeah.
But before we do that, tell us a little bit, what is the PX3300?
So the PX3300 is our UV inkjet offering from Xeikon. The reason we brought it into our portfolio to complement our toner engines is because we wanted a durable product line. So toner's great for FDA compliance, anything that needs really high quality, high resolution.
Yeah, because I remember that was for like cops and for like all those kind of things.
Exactly. But we wanted to be able to also offer a very durable product. So things that are going to go in wet environments, things that may be in chemical environments, the UV ink just gives us the ability to offer that really durable product, along with also being able to offer something that's FDA compliant and food safe.
And I was thinking that since you are owned by Flint Group, one of the world's biggest manufacturers of ink, I mean, doing an UV inkjet machine with that family relationship,
it just makes sense. Yeah.
So when you look at a machine like this, and also if you put it in perspective to competition, what is the main reason for investing in Xeikon?
Well, one of the big things that always sets us apart, which we'll look at in a little bit, is our RIP or workflow that's completely digital and meant to run a digital device. And because of that, we have a lot of flexibility in how we run the engine, variable data, unlimited print length, no frame sizes, you know, things like that.
Fantastic. So what do we see here?
So the configuration that we're showing at the show currently is what we're calling our hybrid configuration. So we're going from our built-in unwind to inline finishing. But we also have the ability, and the things that our customers really love about this is the ability to go from our built-in rewind or unwind to our built-in rewind.
So you could have a very short run if you don't want to finish online, basically.
And the other thing that customers love is it's a really nice footprint for a UV inkjet machine. Every time they see it, they're surprised at just how little room it actually takes up in their press room. To be able to do what it does.
Yeah, and I mean, people of course know, but you have the unbinder here, and then basically this is the entire print engine. Yeah,
this is the entire print engine.
Yeah.
So
and what is it? I mean, how many colors does it print?
So we're printing 4 colors, so process color plus white.
Oh, that looks really.
I wish smoke came out of it as we did that. It'd be really cool.
It's like a scene, right?
Yeah, right. So what we're seeing here is our print station. So on the left there, we have our white ink laydown. We pin after that.
This one here,
So we have our pinning lamps to, you know, put a little gel coat and so that we don't mix into the inks. And then we print our process colors. We have another pinning lamp. The reason for that is to be able to hold really fine details. So small barcodes, small type. It's only a 600 DPI engine, but again, using the power of our X800 workflow, we rip your files at 1200 DPI and use that extra data to figure out what drop size to use out of our print heads.
Okay, so you can control the drop size based on the artwork, basically.
Exactly. So if we need to hold really fine type or really fine barcodes, using the smallest drop size helps us keep that detail. And then with this pinning lamp here, we can really lock that into the web so it doesn't have time to wet out and spread before it gets to our final cure.
I'm a bit curious here because it seems that you have an additional frame here.
That's just, really the room here is just to give us room for the white ink to be able to spread.
Damn, so I thought I had a secret.
No secrets hidden in there,
So when you see things like this, compare, I mean, we have been filming a lot of things at Label Expo. It seems like some have like really very deep and very, very long and very tall. So I mean, is there any secret to that compactness, or is that just your years of development?
It's just the development, really. One of the things that I do like to point out here, too, is, you know, the inkjet heads that are in here are the heart of the machine, right? They're doing all the work. Maintenance on those is something that we've really focused on. So making sure that those don't get clogged up and you don't have jets that go out. So we're able to isolate heads individually using valves here to be able to just, if we do have a problem with the head, we can isolate that one head and we can purge ink through it, try and clear it out. We also have built in a cleaning solution that can also be accessed just by flipping a valve here, and it's like power washing a head.
Okay, yeah.
So they've really thought about how to keep head maintenance minimal, but how to also, you know, if you do have a problem, really be able to take care of it very quickly and very easily.
Looks really nice.
Yeah,
it's a great at all, or?
I'm sorry?
Can it print?
I believe it can.
Should we try?
Today we're running some beer labels. So we had a local brewery that's right by our office here in Chicago, and we're working with them and printing one of their labels as we're also serving their beer at our happy hour last night. So I don't remember I saw you there, but
I don't drink beer.
Oh.
Sorry, that was something on the line here. But
so,
I mean, just looking at that looks really nice.
The quality is really good on here. One of the other things that I want to point out too is right now we're introducing our LED only cure ink. So right now we cure with both LED and UV. It's what we've called in our past DuraCure, but we're switching only over to LED. So that gives us cost savings of 30% since we no longer have to use a mercury lamp in here. We don't have the consumable of a mercury lamp, and we don't have to worry about disposing of something that contains, you know,
and
metals
the
like
sustainability agenda, lower energy consumption, and also maybe better. I mean, as far as I remember, when you use LED, you can have a wider spectrum of photo initiators, right? So you can, don't have to push as much energy.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So that we've introduced at this show, and we'll be rolling that out to all of our customers in any of the Xeikon Panther line. So if they already have a Panther, they'll be able to move over to the LED ink system. So
fantastic.
I'm going to give this the go-ahead to start printing, and while that's happening, I do want to mention our X800 workflow. Yeah. So this is the real heart of the Xeikon engine. Any Xeikon press is going to be running X800. As I mentioned, it's a truly digital front end meant to run a digital press. We didn't try and take something that originally was like meant to run a plate maker, right? Yeah. Because all of our engines are what we call full rotary. Yeah. There's no frame size limitations, no page size limitations. We're always sending data from our front end to the print engine, so variable data is very easy for us. We also have a lot of variable data features built into X800, so if you want to do numbering, sequential numbering, or you want to do barcoding and have every barcode change, we can do that all very easily. And changes are really simple to make, too.
So that means that basically you don't really need to have an additional software for simple variable data.
Exactly.
Like it's more text-based, or could it also be image-based, or?
It's just text-based. So
yeah, that's not smart, because I mean, if you look at a vast majority of variable data in many different areas, probably text-based anyway, right?
Yeah. And because of how the RIP functions, we RIP the file first, and then all these elements like variable data, variable barcoding are put on top of that. So if, let's say, I'm doing just a simple numbering job and I need to change the numbering for the next run,
you don't need to render.
I don't have to re-RIP, and it only takes maybe 5 seconds to do, say, 10,000 new numbers. So it's again really meant for a digital workflow.
Great. And now we see just some stunning print coming out of the machine.
So for the show, we're running this at a little bit slower than max speed. The top speed of the machine is 164 feet per minute or 50 meters per minute.
50 meters per minute, okay.
We're trying to conserve media, of course. You know, we know how the market is right now. So we're running right now at 35 meters per minute. But we are running full color plus white, and we can do that at any speed on this machine.
One of the things that people always ask about in digital is the opaqueness of the white.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the numbers on opaqueness off the top of my head.
But it works, I mean. Basically.
It works, it's very good. We also have the ability on this machine, if we slow it down to half of its top speed, we can do what we call a double jet of white. So we're actually hitting the white heads twice. Okay. And that gives us basically like a silk screen white. Okay. So that's a nice feature.
If you really need to have the white in a really high quality,
if you need a very opaque white, we can slow the machine down and be able to do that.
But this is standard, right?
This is the standard white,
and
correct.
Basically you're printing on a silver material. So, I mean, you can see that it seems to cover things pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It's a very good white. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, we're printing here with our hybrid solution. So we're going digital into a traditional die-cut slitter rewinder.
Yeah. How important is it to Xeikon? Because, I mean, We all know that when you make labels, label presses, that it needs to often fit into a mixed environment with hybrids and with analog machines and other digital machines. Is this easy to integrate in workflows and such things? Or?
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Again, with the X800 and here obviously we're using a traditional die, but if we decided to do a laser instead, and eliminate the die plates altogether, X800 has features built in that can talk to digital equipment down the line. So it's all part of creating a very efficient workflow from the digital engine to whatever your output device is.
It seems like you have something here that works, right?
Oh yeah, this works very well. And the machines talk to each other here, so the operator has full control here as well as there. So we can have one operator, really running a full production line here. But if you do decide to take this offline, again, we can go from unwind to rewind on that machine, and then this can be set up for offline use as well.
Precisely, we're here at Label Expo. How's the show been for you guys?
Oh, it's been really good. I mean, we've had a lot of interest in what we've been showing, especially having this really nice, kind of impressive line here. It's been really drawing
have
crowds.
A nice booth because you have this out to the aisles, and then you can have like meetings and the other demos.
Oh yeah, and I just think, as you've probably seen, everyone's just really happy to be back face to face. It's good to see you again, and it's just good to see customers and everyone, in person and not on a screen. So being able to get to see the equipment, see what we're capable of doing, it's been a really, really good show for us.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for stopping by.
And see, you did it so well, right? No worries, right?